From Wish TV and the All Indiana Podcast Network, this is the Business, Equity, and Opportunities Podcast with Scott Sander.
Welcome to the Business, Equity, and Opportunities Podcast. I'm Scott Sander. On this episode, Indianapolis-based Republic Services is partnering with Blue Polymers to create what leaders say will be the first complex in North America transforming plastics from curbside to consumer packaging and back again. That's this week's Industry Focus.
Every business is unique and has a target audience. If you own or manage a business, Circulus Digital Media can help you connect and grow your customer base with turnkey digital solutions that are nimble, offering best-in-class results, service, and support to reach a bigger customer base, allowing you to pinpoint a specific audience down to the smallest details. Get outside the city, the state, span the globe. Put Circulus Digital Media to work for you. Get started now at circulusdigital.com. That's circulusdigital.com.
Ryan Reynolds here from Mint Mobile. I don't know if you knew this, but anyone can get the same premium wireless for $15 a month plan that I've been enjoying. It's not just for celebrities. So do like I did and have one of your assistants switch you to Mint Mobile today. I'm told it's super easy to do at mintmobile.com/switch.
Upfront payment of $45 for 3-month plan, equivalent to $15 per month required. Intro rate first 3 months only, then full price plan options available. Taxes and fees extra. See full terms at mintmobile.com.
This is Business, Equity, and Opportunities. Industry Focus.
Welcome again to Business, Equity, and Opportunities. It is time to talk about a very important part of the business chain that all of us inevitably reach at some point. What to do with the things we no longer need. They've served their purpose with us. And now what's the next step for them? In the past, it was always landfill, but things have changed in recent years, and maybe no more so than very recently with Republic. Tim Alvin knows all about it. He's a Senior Vice President of Sustainability Innovation for Republic Services, Blue Polymers, and kind enough to join us. Exciting news for us here in Central Indiana. Tell us about this new project that may reshape what we think about recycling.
Sure. Yeah, this is it's a $180 million investment that really transforms the plastic circularity process from curbside collection all the way to sustainable packaging and back again.
The sustainability part of this is important because my understanding is that there's a point at which recycled materials, at least in the past, have kind of reached their end of, well, we can't do anything more with that. This resets that timeline, doesn't it?
Yeah, you can think about it. Up until now, most plastics got what we call downcycled. They got sent to clothing or carpet or construction pipe, and that's really good, but that's just one more life. Right, this investment that we've made here will enable true bottle-to-bottle and container-to-container circularity.
So in other words, if you recycle a milk jug, it may come back as a milk jug?
That's right. That water bottle or soda bottle you put in your recycling cart will get processed through this facility and ultimately show back up on that material back on the shelf in as little as 120 days.
I hardly have to tell you, because you're an expert in the field, there are people who are kind of skeptical about the process. This has gone in fits and starts, if you will. You know, go back 10, 15, 20 years. Ooh, we're recycling. And then you realize, maybe it's not as efficient as I thought it was. And that can be discouraging. How encouraged are you that this may fire things back up again?
Well, we love to tell the story, right? Because oftentimes, there's a headline number of, plastics recycling is 9-10%, right? Or plastics recycling isn't real. And, this investment really demonstrates that it is, right? And when people cite that 9 or 10% number, it really includes like durable plastics, right? Something in a medical device or a car bumper. But, we should be encouraged, right? So if you think about kind of that daily package that you use, we're sitting around 30% overall. And we think with investments like this, we can drive that number up further.
Yeah, the small business owners, of course, they do a lot of things and are awful busy. Is this a big buy-in of time? Will they have to do a lot more sorting than in the past, or is it all kind of taken care of on your end?
No, so just like they would do today, they'd put their recyclables in that container in the back of their operation there. One of our trucks would pick that up. That plastic material would get sorted first at one of our recycling centers, separate out, say, the aluminum from the cardboard from the glass. And then all those plastics, right, that those small business owners, threw away, right, will get processed at our facility here. And then ultimately it would be a feedstock to go back into consumer packaging.
How important is it then for them to buy into this? I mean, this will work only if people say, yeah, it doesn't take much of my time, but I got to make sure it goes in the right spot. Speak to them. For sure, right? And listen, it tells a great story, right? They're part of making a difference, right, from an environmental standpoint. And also, you've got they've got customers that place or suppliers that place packaging on their shelves, and they got a choice, right, to put on the shelf that's something that's 100% recycled content or not. And we think this helps tell a great story from their perspective as well. What's the clock on all of this? When does sort of a plan become reality? Yeah, so we're starting to process material already at the first plants, and the second plant, which is our Blue Polymers joint venture operation, will begin this summer. All right, Tim Alvin, exciting times in recycling. Thanks for getting us up to speed on really the state of the art in the industry.
Our thanks again to all the contributors who joined us for this episode of the Business Equity and Opportunities podcast. We hope you found it enlightening, useful, and inspiring. You'll find more information about the show on our website, beoshow.com. You can watch Business Equity and Opportunities Sunday mornings at 10 on Wish TV or live stream it through wishtv.com. Each week we provide 7 full segments with topics ranging from how to get started and how to access capital to the day-to-day running of your business and questions about accounting and bookkeeping. We feature business news and trends and always share a success story from one of our contributors. Join us next time for more insights into the world of small business. Be sure to sign up for our Business Equity and Opportunities newsletter to get even more valuable, up-to-date information. And if you have any questions or you'd like to be part of our show, please email us. The address is beo@wishtv.com. We'd love to hear from you. I'm Scott Sander. Thanks for listening.
Watch the Business Equity and Opportunities show on Wish TV and access all of our content and share it on demand anytime at beoshow.com. You can find more podcasts from Wish TV on the All Indiana Podcast Network at allindianapodcastnetwork.com.